I'm here at the Northwest Horse Fair and Expo with Missy Wyrn. And Missy's a clinician, and she's one of the featured clinicians here. And Missy, what inspired you to become a horse trainer?
Well, I stumbled on Frank Bell, horsewhisperer.com, when I was looking for a connection with my horse. My horse Rusty and we were struggling with a bond, and I just so wanted that loving, snuggly bond with the horse. But I grew up in an environment that taught me to be the boss, to be the discipline, um, control the behavior, and I wasn't getting the connection, I wasn't getting the bond. So I happened to stumble upon Frank Bell's website, and his philosophy was all about intimacy and bonding with the horse and being the herd leader. So once I learned to be the herd leader and I applied his methods to my mare, she did a 180-degree change. She turned her head to me and just buried her head in my chest, like as if to say, I've been waiting for you to wake up. And I woke up. So Frank's methods completely changed my life. I realized I needed to share his message and get this out to other people, because I knew there were people like me who were trained traditionally but had this deep desire to have this connection with a horse. I mean, since I was 3 years old, I've always wanted a horse, and I wanted a horse that would bond with me and love me, but I didn't know how to do that, and all my traditional training did not teach me how to do that, but Frank did. So I became an accredited instructor of Frank's program, and through that, then I developed my own, because I also discovered most problems with horses had a common denominator, and that was pain. When I discovered that it was pain, we just needed to get that addressed, and then I was able to work with the behavior. But you don't want to discipline a horse who's in pain. You need to discover that. So I started specializing in problem and dangerous horses. Got to the pain issue. My goodness, I had a mare that had a granulosis tumor on her ovary. And that was one of those horses that this horse bucks for no reason. So Frank inspired me, and pain took it further for me. And that's when I discovered that problem horses, it's not always a training issue. It's often a pain issue. And if we address that, we can have a really great horse.
What are some of the topics that you're covering at the expo or speaking on?
Well, I'm speaking about communication on a different level, an extra tool. And what it is, it's what I call virtual energy frequency or energetic frequency. What that means is neurologically, our brains are like a radio receiver. We can transmit and receive. And research has found that they can transmit or pick up our transmission 10 feet in front of us. Well, it turns out that there are neurotransmitters not just in our brain, but in every organ of our body. Well, imagine the horse. Okay, so the brain is a small brain in the horse, but their body is huge. And if there's neurotransmitters in every organ of their body, that means their brain, their body, can pick up and receive and transmit energy. So when people say, now don't let your horse know that you're afraid, or don't let that horse know that you're afraid, how do you do that? That's ridiculous. That's not being authentic. So I'm teaching to be authentic, to be truthful, because do you trust a liar? And if you lie to the horse, I'm not afraid, but you feel afraid, that energy field, that horse is going to feel that. They sense that. So it's a sensory perception I'm teaching that exists. And it's just another tool to communicate with. So be mindful of how you really feel and verbalizing that, because our words also have vibration. So horses are going to trust us if we're honest. We just need to be honest with them.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm teaching today.
Missy, that is phenomenal. I invite you listeners to stop by the expo tomorrow and find Missy in her booth. She's in the Willamette building. And she would love to talk with you. And we're here again at the Northwest Horse Fair and Expo. So come on by, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Karen.